Hello and welcome to another PlanetDestiny video. This is Patrick Casey, otherwise known as Holtzman, and today we're going to be going over part 2 of how to defeat the Vault of Glass. We last left off with you completing the jumping puzzle. Right now the next encounter is going to be the Gatekeeper fight, which then leads into Atheon. To open the room, have your entire fire team go up to the doorway. The next part is going to be starting the Gatekeeper fight, and there's two ways to do this. The easiest way to do this is just have everyone at the starting doorway. Don't actually go into the room just yet. Everyone should have a sniper rifle equipped, preferably icebreaker, and everyone should just target down the Gatekeeper. You should count down 3, 2, 1, and then everyone open fire. If you do it correctly, the Gatekeeper should fall, never teleport, and it'll die very quickly, enabling you to start the next phase. Fortunately, the ads will all be destroyed when the first sync plate is fully activated, so don't worry about trying to kill them. The second way to do this is just have everyone move into the room, 3 on the left side, 3 on the right side, and kill all the ads. I wouldn't recommend this really, because you can usually someone can usually end up dying if you do it like this. In my experience though, it does give everyone a good chance to get used to the layout of the room. Now, there's two ways to actually start the fight. The easiest way that I've found is to have everyone go to the left side of the room and have 4 people stand on the sync pad. These sync pads act just like the ones to enter the raid. You don't have to actually stand on them once they're fully activated. The other 2 people are going to be the relic holders. Once the sync pad is activated, the portal will open and the relic team can enter. A lot of stuff is getting ready to start happening, so it may take you guys a few attempts to figure out the best way for your group to do it. The 2 people going into the portal are going to be hereby referred to as the relic team. The relic team, when you guys enter the portal, you're going to need to kill all the ads first, and be quick about it. Goblins will start pouring out of the right gate. They're going to be yellow health goblins, so be ready to kill them. While all this is happening, there will be 2 minotaurs with shields that will slowly be pushing up at you. They're going to need to take priority over everything. Kill them quick, or else they will kill you. And then once they're dead, go ahead and turn your eyes onto the Gatekeeper. Drop him and run to the back, and then pick up the relic. Quickly leave, and the relic holder, once you guys are outside of the portal, should cleanse the partner when they come up. An alternative strategy to this is one member of the relic team has a fully upgraded Galahorn and just shoots the Gatekeeper twice. This will take out the Gatekeeper very quickly, and this will enable the relic holder to just run up, grab the relic, and then run out without really having to deal with any of the ads. Now, while the relic team is doing their thing inside the portal, the sync plate team needs to keep that plate active. There will be goblins, and mainly the thing you need to be looking out for are Praetorians. They're going to be coming out of the side rooms. Praetorians take priority. Use void damage weapons, take them out quick. A rocket launcher will generally destroy a Praetorian in 2, maybe 3 blasts. I personally use Truth during this part because 2 blasts from Truth will take out any Praetorian. Once the relic team has made it out, you're going to be entering into the second part of the Relic Phase. 2 people need to go activate the sync plate on the right-hand side. You can leave the left plate alone now. It doesn't really matter anymore. And the Relic team needs to try to go into that right portal as quickly as possible. The Relic team should have an easier time now. There's not going to be any Minotaurs or Praetorians in there. It's just going to be some yellow health goblins, some hobgoblins, and then the Gatekeeper. Just quickly drop the Gatekeeper as quick as possible and then come back out. If you guys are doing the Galahorn method, then the guy that has Galahorn should be the one that pretty much goes into the portal, shoots the Gatekeeper, grabs the relic, and then comes out. The hardest part about this phase is that everyone's going to be split up. In addition to the right sync plate being activated, there will be a conflux that spawns in the center of the room. 2 people need to go guard that while the relic team is inside the portal, and then the other 2 people are keeping the sync plate open. There's going to mainly just be minotaurs coming out of the very far middle down the stairs. You guys need to be taking those out quick as possible. Once the relic team has grabbed the relic, they need to get out ASAP. Then at that point, everyone needs to just collapse to the center around the conflux and defend it. There might be an oracle that spawns over one of the portals. It sometimes happens, sometimes doesn't. Just be ready for it to spawn above one of the portals. keep defending the confluxes, and the relic holders should be helping out with adds as much as possible. Don't get too close to the Minotaurs because they do have a nasty tendency to do a lot of damage in melee. After about 2 minutes, the phase will end, and then you can get some loot. Now, an alternative strategy to all this that I've just said is to essentially do all these phases at the same time. What you're going to do is have one person keep the left sync plate open, and then have 2 members go into the portal there, and then at the exact same time, have 2 people keep the right sync plate open, and 1 person go into the right portal. You guys should hopefully kill the gatekeepers at the same time, and then grab the relics at the same time, make it out, and then everyone just moves to center. I would recommend this once you guys actually have a full understanding of the fight. Trying to do all this at the same time is very hectic while learning the fight. So when you're just starting out, I recommend doing the left portal first, and then transitioning over to the right portal. Now we're going to be entering the final boss fight, Atheon. This fight really has a lot of moving parts, so be prepared to wipe a lot. Everyone has to know how to do every job in the fight. There are no set teams since Atheon has been changed to randomly teleport people. The fight is divided up into 2 phases, Defending Phase and Vengeance Phase. The Defending Phase is going to be, well, where you defend, and then the Vengeance Phase is going to be where everyone gets a massive damage increase, cooldown reduction, infinite super use, to really just pump out some damage on Atheon. Now, the Defending Phase. Atheon will spawn at the far back of his room. He is damageable right now, so if you want to, you can get a couple shots on him, but don't use any heavy or special ammo on him, as he'll be taking reduced damage. Atheon will teleport 3 random people into one of the portals. There's going to be 2 things that need to happen now. First, the 3 people that get ported have to notify which side they got teleported to. Left is orange, looks like Mars. Right is the lush green Garden of Venus. So you can just tell the difference pretty easily. Once the 3 people that didn't get ported know which side to defend, they can go open the portal by activating the sync plate. This is going to be a little harder than it sounds. The adds that spawn are harpies that move very quickly. They're called supplicants. And they will suicide explode if they get close to you. To counter this, you can try standing on top of some of the pillars in the surrounding area. One person will have to stand on the ground to open the sync plate, though. It's best to either do it quickly or to clear out the supplicants and then open the portal. Now, the team that gets teleported, going to be referred to as the portal team, they're going to have the hardest job. One person will have to pick up the relic and cleanse the other 2 people in the group. When the relic is picked up, there's a cooldown, and you're going to have to wait. Having high discipline will solve this problem. The relic holder should also take out any adds that are in the portal. If you spawn on the left side, then you'll have to kill 3 hobgoblins, and on the right side, you'll have 2 goblins and a minotaur. It's best to have one person help kill the minotaur on the right side, since it's a minotaur, it has a shield, it's a little difficult to take out with just the relic. Take out the adds quickly, and I found just doing a simple jump and then smash will work best. Usually I can take out all the hobgoblins at once, or on the right side eliminate all the goblins, and usually the minotaur will be dead in 1 or 2 more jump smashes. The minotaur does a lot of melee damage again, so someone should help kill that. If the adds weren't enough, then the other 2 people need to be killing oracles at the same time. They spawn in a set pattern all the way down to the gate. If you have a weapon that increases oracle damage, use it here. If not that, Icebreaker or an auto rifle will generally be best for taking out the oracles quickly. Move down towards the portal as you're killing oracles. It's important to keep moving up. If you're too slow, you're going to be too far back, and you're not going to be able to make it through the portal quick enough to actually do a lot of good damage. While all this is happening, the relic holder needs to be cleansing about every 10-ish seconds. I haven't really timed it. If the relic holder doesn't, then the portal team, your screens will eventually go black. You won't be able to see anything, you won't be able to kill any oracles, and you will succumb to the oracles and the entire raid will die. So, if the portal team does all of that without dying, then everyone will suddenly get a buff called Time's Vengeance. And this is the start of that phase I was talking about earlier, the Vengeance Phase. Now the relic holder needs to leave the portal first. What I recommend once you get used to how many oracles are spawning is that the last oracle, the relic holder just leaves before that one's killed. If you have been cleansing correctly, the last 2 guys that are up in there will be able to kill it and then make it out and then make it to the relic holder to be cleansed just fine. So again, the relic holder should leave the portal first, and then he needs to jump down onto the center platform in between the 2 portals. Stand kind of on the right side of it in the video, and then hold down the grenade button. This will create a shield that Atheon cannot shoot through. Splash damage, though, can still reflect off the wall on the left, so be careful where you're standing inside that. The relic holder should hold down the cleanse button, and everyone needs to huddle inside the shield. Don't worry about the shield dissipating. You have infinite grenade use, and your discipline will just refill very quickly. Everyone should be taking out icebreakers or LMGs, Gallahorn, heavy weapons, and just doing as much damage into Atheon as possible. During Times of Vengeance, you will also have a small damage buff, as well as unlimited super use. In my experience, it's been best though to use your weapons since they'll do the most damage. Also, if behind the group a Titan could pop a bubble with weapons of light, then the group will be doing even more damage. When there's about 3 seconds left in the phase, everyone needs to scatter back to on top of the left and right side and be ready to be teleported again. It's important to get out of the center quickly because Atheon may still be shooting at him, and if the relic holder gets ported, then all of a sudden too much damage could go onto the raid and you guys could die. So in lieu of getting that extra 3 seconds of damage, just scatter back out and get back onto the pillars around the area. Now, this will go transition into the defending phase again, and then once you guys understand how to do the defending and the vengeance phase and get those transitions down, then this is just going to be a simple rinse and repeat until Atheon is dead. My main group, we generally kill Atheon in 2 times vengeance phases. So I'm sure once you guys fully understand how to do this, I believe my first attempt we did it in 4. So it's probably a good time to be shooting for. If you guys get to, I think, 6 or 8 times vengeance phases, Atheon will enrage and bad stuff will happen and you'll die. Good luck, Guardians.